They say the key to a man's heart is through his stomach, but if you want to make his heart sink, just get a hold of his actual keys. What you keep on your key ring is more important than the phone or wallet that you probably guard more carefully. Last year, more than 20% of all burglaries showed no use of force. 614 thefts, at least one or two every day. This locksmith goes through a few hundred keys on a daily basis.
It's like doing puzzles all day.
And with the knowledge he has, if he really wanted to, he could ruin your life.
If you knew what you were doing and had the right tools to do that, you can definitely take somebody's key. I can look at this key, I can tell you what the cuts are right now.
So we put Chris to the test.
This is like an off-brand aftermarket blank, but I can tell by looking at the blade here, I know this is a Ford.
And he could read every key we gave him.
This is actually a KW11, it's got a backset shoulder on it. You never know it all, so you're always learning.
The good news is, Chris uses his skills for good, not evil.
Get your autograph, please.
And had to go through a ton of background checks just to become a locksmith.
The FBI, the DOJ, you're licensed through the state.
The bad news is, not everybody goes to Chris here to make a duplicate.
129 even.
And there are a lot more interesting ways to do it, like this website that will let you take a picture, send it in, and receive a copy in days.
My major concern personally would be security.
It's bad enough that we're even scared of showing close-up pictures of keys in this news story. Sure, you need a picture of the front and back of the key, but the fear is if a coworker or anyone leaves their keys out, their house is fair game. So we tried it out with our chief meteorologist, Miles Musio. While he was doing weather, we took a picture, and then we did this. His guard dog, Maisie, didn't give us much trouble. And although most people would grab anything they could find, we just took a look at some embarrassing family photos and then called it a day.
Oh, sure. I mean, you can do anything online if you really wanted to.
But sometimes you have to let some people handle your keys, right? House sitting, babysitting, that type of thing.
Give them a do not duplicate so they don't go out and make copies of it or something, as long as you can trust that person.
That might work in some cases. Chris refuses to make a copy of those types of keys.
They'll get mad at me and they'll cuss me out. I'm like, whatever.
Same thing with your neighborhood Lowe's.
We stay away from anything that says do not duplicate.
The problem is those little vending machines at stores like Lowe's or Walmart.
Welcome to Minute Key. Please insert.
Will duplicate pretty much whatever you put in, including my house key.
It's a do not duplicate and a Snyder's original.
If it can do it, it will do it. Very few people use the machine.
Jackson Haslam explains that unless you're a locksmith, do not duplicate is really more of a guideline, not a rule, and that the machines are owned by another company. Still, Lowe's gets a cut of the profits at the end of the month.
Lower quality machines, the depths may not come out right. You may make 2 or 3 return visits.
Chris thinks that really it should boil down to common sense.
I carry my keys right here. I'm very conscious of them. I hear them all the time.
And that trusting anything online could be a mistake, especially when he can make a key in 10 seconds.
Who knows who's really accessing this data, where it's processed and transferred to.
Plus, if you're really worried that your security could be compromised, some stores have a product that might help to make sure that the only person that can get in is you.
You're able to control your locks from your phone via the Wi-Fi in your home and via Bluetooth.
One of these websites says their service is safe because you need a credit card to order a key. And if anything bad happened, they could trace that back to you. Even though they say nothing like that has ever come up. Maybe that's because Miles Musio hasn't called the cops on us. Well, at least not yet.